Namaste, Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to my channel. I am Rajvi Gandhi, and today we're gonna do a story time. But before that, let's have a quick alpha chain. Hello again. So now some of you might be wondering, what's story time? So story time is basically a segment I used to do on Instagram, talking about variety of topics and giving my own opinion out. And based on my own perspective of life, you can agree not to agree, and I'm not against it. And you can also comment down below if you have your own opinion on the topics I discuss. I'm open for it. And if you learn something out of this, my job is done. So let's get started. Okay, so today's topic is going to be how fear has become my breakthrough. So I have realized in life we have different kinds of fear. Fear of failure being the biggest one because that's what society looks down upon. Then it also leads to fear of uncertainty because you are directionless. You don't know where you're heading in life. The other one is fear of acceptance. The other one is fear of future, and the list goes on. Right? Because we are humans. We are fearful of everything, fearful of mortgage, fearful of our rent, fearful of, I don't even know, so many things, right? And so I'm gonna discuss a story about my life. I'm gonna tell you guys something, how fear, I have learned to deal with fear, and I also have anxiety, okay? So I have wrapped my head around it. I have learned how to work with it. And starting with when I moved to New Zealand, when I switched countries, the biggest fear I faced there was fear of acceptance. I just moved to a new land where there are new people. Their accents are different. They only talk English. They don't even know what Bollywood is. And it was really like, okay, are they going to accept me? How am I going to make friends? Because through my life, through 16 years before there, it was easier for me to make friends because I was from India and everyone around me were Indians, right? But this time it was different. But then I told myself that I'm not going to fall victim of it. I am a new person in this new land, and maybe some of the people around me won't even understand it because they are not in the same situation as I am. And that's okay. I should not be expecting anything from anyone and just create my own ground here. And that really took me a hate in life. It really helped me in the upcoming years after that. Luckily, I did make a couple of good friends who I'm still friends with. And in my final year of high school, I met this dance group we made together, Nashila, and I'm still best friends with a lot of people from there. So God bless. Anywho, and then I moved to university. Now this time, because of my previous experience, it really helped me because this time I was again away from my family. My parents live in different city to which I study in. And so at that time I was like, look, Rajvi, last time you were the only person in this awkward situation where you just moved from India and everyone around you were like friends with each other and they just didn't know how you are dealing with this. But this time, everyone is in the same situation. So that makes easier for me to make friends. It makes easier for me to open up and so on. And I made lovely friends in first year who I'm still friends with. And so that fear of acceptance kind of, okay, went away. Like, okay, people are accepting me, I'm being accepted. Then came fear of failure because I did health science first year. And if you know health science, it's a tough year. It's a pain. And so that's when I started self-doubting myself because I came with a mindset to get into medicine. I wanted to become a doctor and just fulfill, every Indian parent's dream to become a doctor. But it was actually not my parents' dream, it was my dream. They didn't force me into anything. Anyway, and then I was like self-doubting myself, am I good enough? And a week in health sci, I knew I'm not meant for med. And I was like, okay, that's not an option anymore. And I went along with my year and still there was a lot of content. I was overwhelmed by it. So again, the fear got to me. And I did pass most of my papers. I failed one paper. That was public health. I still don't have good relationship with it. But that really made me self-doubt myself. Self-doubting is so bad because it makes you like feel like you're worthless. It makes you judge your self-esteem. Like it just not a good thing. And I faced for like most of my first year, and after failing that paper, my world shattered. I was like, I'm good for nothing. What am I gonna do? Like, I'm just 18 years old, but still, like, what degree am I gonna get? How am I gonna feed my future family? And like, blah, blah, blah. Anywho, and then in second year, I was like, okay, I can either become victim of this fear again, or I can work against it. I can become powerful over my mind and not let my mind control me. So become controlling over my mind. And that's how I got through second year. Me and my friend Ashwin, like, we worked our ass off. We both got into professional course for our third year. I got into oral health. She got into chiropractic. Good on us, because we worked really hard that year. Anyway, then third year comes. Fear never leaves your life. I have realized that. It's always going to be there. It's always going to be like, oh, you're not good for anything. You are not. Like, your self-esteem has to go down. Anxiety gets to you to like, no, 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 no. But then you have to fight through it, okay? Anyway, third year, I was doing oral health, so I'm still doing that degree. Third year, I got into oral health, and I remember I was so scared my first clinical session. I did not even know how to put on gloves. A tutor taught me how to put on gloves because my palms were so sweaty that no gloves were going through. Like, I didn't even know how to multitask with a suction and a triplex, okay? I was so scared. I was like, am I good for this? I did get into it, but I'm good for this, but am I gonna get good grades? Like, I don't know. Like, I was so scared. Anyway, got through it. I'm in my final year of uni and did pretty good. Got a couple of good friends, and that's how life is gonna be. Life is gonna test you, but it's gonna keep on going, and you just have to overcome your fear. You have to control your mind. Remember, your mind cannot control you. You have to control your mind. Your mind is always going to tell you you're not good for anything. Sometimes it's going to be like, oh my god, look at everyone around you, they're getting good grades, what about you? But everyone has their own potential. You are not competition with everyone. Like, you don't need to compete. You are your own competitor, right? So just do things for yourself. If you want to start something, just do it. If you are afraid of being judged, they're going to judge you anyway. If you're afraid of failure, you wouldn't know until you try. I'm not telling you 100% gonna succeed, but there is a chance you're gonna succeed, right? And that has also put me off from starting my YouTube channel for like 2 years. I was so afraid that what if people don't accept me? I was so afraid to go just out there in the world and tell my story, right? But I'm here, sitting here, doing my thing. And honestly, even if I don't make it big in YouTube, at least I started. Who knows? It's making me feel good. I'm feeling better about myself. I'm doing what I like. And people are engaging well, and I'm so thankful that I got such a good response. And it just makes me happy. It makes me feel like my purpose is finally finishing what I was meant to do. And thank you so much for all your support. So I really hope you enjoyed this. And if you like it, please comment down below, like it, and subscribe.